Hi everyone, welcome to the Scope. My name is Coach Nachi, your world-class personal development coach, speaker, and life enthusiast called to serve those who want to live more like their unique selves now. Hey Bombshell, how you doing? Welcome to the Scope. You hopped in here real quick. I love that. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Scope. I love those brown chocolate hearts. I always say they kind of match my skin tone. Hey Bombshell, how are you doing? So nice to see you. Hey Kieran, I'm here. Today, the Scope is not so, it's content related, but today's Lent. Today is the first day of Lent. Today's March 1st. Not sure when you're watching this, but today right now for me, it's March 1st and the beginning of Lent. And I'm not sure if you've been around, but I adore the season of Lent. I love the season of Lent. It's my favorite season next to Christmas. You've been waiting all day. I'm here, boo. I'm here. So, I am your world-class personal development coach, called to serve those who want to live more like their unique selves now, right now, this minute, right now. Welcome, Paul. Hi. You guys, I'm so jazzed. I'm so happy today. Lent is literally like, my face hurts from smiling so much. I'm pretty sure before scoping, I was dancing for a good 10 minutes straight, just in celebration. So, what is Lent, right? Today is Ash Wednesday, March 1st, and what is Lent about? Just a quick thing about Lent. Lent is basically like the next 40 days, 46 days. Hey, Afroscope TV, welcome to the Scope. Hi. Lent, it's 40 days of fasting. Hi, Afroscope TV. It's 40 days of fasting. And many people take it to fast from. Thank you so much for inviting your followers. I really appreciate you doing that. Thank you so much. By the way, if you're in the replay, don't be afraid to tap that screen. Get kinesthetic with it. I'm about to read this thing about Lent, and if any of it resonates with you, tap that screen. Hey, Makoni, how are you? Thank you so much for sharing in those hearts. So, it's 40 days of fasting, but it's fasting not so much from food all the time, but it could be fasting from certain habits, right? Getting yourself away from habit. I'm glad you're doing good. You're cooking, not tapping, it's totally fine. I'm really happy that you want me in your background of your cooking. That really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. So, what am I saying? It's fasting from maybe even behaviors that don't suit you, so you can get closer to God, right? Like there's a point. It's called fasting for a reason. It's very spiritual. It's about getting closer to God. So, a lot of people typically like to give up candy and sweets, but it's like, hello, driving and listening. Hi, Paul. I thank you so much for coming through, Paul, and thank you for giving me your driving time. I've listened to Scopes while driving, and it's humbling. So thank you so much for giving me your time. And everybody else too, thank you so much. I see those hearts kind of coming in every once in a while, and I really like them. Hey, Mr. CEO Ernie Perry, welcome to the Scope. Happy Lent. Yeah, you give up something to get closer to God. You sacrifice something. Good afternoon as well to you, Mr. Ernie Perry. You sacrifice something that you have been putting in place of your closeness to God, of your spiritual well-being. Hey, Kalyan, how are you? I can't understand what you're typing. So a lot of people give up candy, but it's like, is candy really the reason that's stopping you from getting you closer to God, right? Sometimes it's sleep or like really laziness, willpower. I got into a conversation with a friend who I was saying, like, people just need the will. And he was saying, no, people are just lazy. So I'll leave that up to you. But, yeah, candy, if that's your vice, okay. But how are you going to use giving up candy to get closer to God, right? You can fast on sleep. Sleep is important, right? Get your sleep. But if sleep is the reason that you don't pray, if sleep is the reason that you don't, praise God in whatever way you need to praise God, if you need to call someone, say thank you, like if sleep is the thing, maybe figure out how that, how that can work for you this season. So Pope Francis wrote about suggestions of what people could actually fast from, and I'm going to read that with you because it really touched my heart. He said, fast from hurting words and say kind words. Fast from sadness and being filled with gratitude. Right? How often, for the past week, I've been in a bit of a mood. I don't know what gets me down or like what's going on, and how many times does that happen where you're just in a bit of a mood and you don't know what it is, and it's kind of difficult to stay happy because you just keep gravitating towards things that make you sad, and your brain keeps going in this cycle over and over and over again of, oh, this, and oh, this, and oh, yeah, and this happened last week. Like, that happened. So this season, Pope Francis kind of is like, well, fast from sadness and be filled with gratitude. So that's a really good one for all the times anyway. And he says, fast from anger and be filled with patience. That's hard. Fast from pessimism and be filled with hope. Especially in this day and age with everything that's going on in the news. Y'all, fast from pessimism and be filled with hope. That's a difficult thing to do, and it should be difficult, right? Giving something up for Lent shouldn't be like, oh, I'm just not going to paint my nails anymore. No. What is that really doing? Is that hard for you, or is that like your easy cop-out? Pick something that is going to be challenging, because it is going to be challenging. Giving something up and sacrificing it and putting it at bay for you to get closer to who you need to get closer to, or what you need to get closer to, or to get you to where you want to go when you look at your goals, it's going to be uncomfortable, and it's going to be inconvenient, and it should be. It ought to be. It's going to be painful. It's going to be a stretch, and that's normal, because that's how you grow and how you expand. Woo! Fast from worries and have trust in God. I know I have a problem with this one as well. It's human, I think. Fast from complaints and contemplate simplicity. How can you make something easier? Something that I like to tell my clients, and I did a whole Make It Happen series a while ago, was when you're about to tackle a task that you've been putting off, make a list of what you need to do and look at the problem and say, what's in my control? I feel like when he says fast from complaints and contemplate simplicity, when you ask yourself what's in your control, you're dwelling in simplicity. You're looking at, okay, how can I make this easier for me? What is actually in my control for me to do? And that's important, right? That's giving up complaining and saying, oh, I can't do this, it's too hard. Okay, well, what's easy? What is in your control to do right now, this minute, right now, for you to actually move forward towards where you want to go? Fast from pressures and be prayerful. Good luck. Fast from bitterness and fill your hearts with joy. That's also a really hard thing to do, especially when you're in a funk. But you find the will and you find a way to not dwell in the sadness and the sorrow. Fast from bitterness and fill your hearts with joy. Yes. Fast from selfishness and be compassionate to others. This one is easy when you're thinking of just daily life, but there's a part in... Are y'all there? Tap the screen and let me know you're there, or type something. I need to know I'm not talking to a camera. For this particular scope, I need to know y'all are here and it didn't just cut off. Okay, fast from selfishness and be compassionate to others. This one is, what was it? In the Bible, Jesus says, it's easy, or I think either Jesus or someone said something, that it's easy to be good to someone who's good to you. It's really easy to be good to someone who's good to you. Super easy to be good to someone who's good to you. However, if you're called to be good to someone who's been bad to you, who's been mean to you, who's been rude to you, that's the harder part, right? And I think that's where this comes from. Fast from selfishness and be compassionate to others. Showing compassion for someone who hasn't shown compassion for you. And that's really tough. Another one, what's the other one? Fast from grudges and be reconciled. Whew. Right? Leave animosity behind. In 2016, what I asked was for you to leave animosity behind in 2016 towards the people who had hurt you or situations that had hurt you. And what I also said during that scope was to leave animosity and grudges that you have for yourself behind. Because we carry a lot of grudges against ourselves. When we're sad, when we're low, when we're angry, and we're in a funk, in a mood, we pull all of these memories from the times that we hurt ourselves, and we continue to punish ourselves and crucify ourselves over what we've done in the past. Let that go. Let those grudges go against yourself go as well. So fast from grudges and be reconciled. For this one, I would say think about yourself. Think about your past. Okay. And then, fast from words and be silent so you can listen. Talk less. Find out more about others. If you're going to speak, speak kindness. If you're going to speak, speak something so you can understand the person. So, I believe that there is something actually wrong with this scope because it is far too quiet. So, replay viewer, if you're watching this, that's awesome. But I think there is something seriously wrong with the scope. Y'all, I can't see anything that you're doing if you're doing anything, or if I'm even talking to anybody, because it has been stuck. There's no way it's been stuck this long. So anyway, if you're watching this on YouTube or on the Facebook page, come live. Come to www.periscope.tv/callmenachi. Right? If you're watching this on the YouTube, on the Facebook page, or on the blog, on the website somewhere is the Periscope link. Come, download the app, or just watch me online. Okay? I am looking forward to seeing you and talking to you face to face, where we can actually exchange comments and we can talk, and that's always feels really, really good. So, as for today, this has been Lent. The first day of Lent, and I'm so happy. I switched out my scope topic schedule so I could talk about this today because it's really important. I hope that you have an amazing season of Lent. I hope that I will see you tomorrow between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am so happy, so happy that we can celebrate Lent together. So have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will catch you later. Let's see if I can make a nice picture. You can leave if you're still here. No, I don't like that one. Never mind. Okay.